My friends, much has happened since we last spoke. An excavation led by Zambi Bro in the Badlands led to the discovery of the Panda Goddess of Earth and her shrine. The people of Pandacraft were able to find and enact the ritual required to bring her back to power, expanding the border once more and presenting information on finding the next and final of the great panda gods of the elements.
The long slumber is finally broken. The roots have been too deep, too still for too long. I feel you, brothers. The fierce warmth of the fire, sputtering back to life, and the playful, restless staring at the sky. They rise. They remember. I am so deeply grateful. But the waters still wait. Our sister, the goddess of water, sleeps so heavily to the southeast. She is the strongest of us, and the sacrifice cost her the most. We are still fractured. To the small, determined hands who roused me from the soil, thank you. Now, quickly, go to the water. We must be whole before the great contraction can be undone.
So, I've been attempting to record this video for a really long time now. And, at this point I'm fairly confident that it's gonna end up kind of weird. But, I guess enjoy it. We're gonna fill you in on some of the things that have been going down. We have not stopped. There was a tiny bit of time when people weren't really playing as much, but like, you know how Minecraft is. You just kind of take little breaks here and there. But yeah, I hope you enjoy whatever this ends up being. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to tell you that escaped convict Ninja Fakwa has been found. Months ago, the suspect escaped during her trial and has been tracked to a hidden shelter in the mountains. We will now get a bird's eye view on the situation as officers try to take the convict into custody. Ninja Fakwa was defending herself in court against allegations of vandalism towards the panda statue of the air. As some of you may remember, the proceeding broke down into a debate on whether or not the defendant was smelly or not, and very little evidence was actually given to the vandalism charge. Experts agree that she probably would have been found innocent anyway if she stuck around, so nobody is actually sure why she attempted to escape in the first place. After some time here, we see the officers take Ninja into custody, ending the reign of chaos caused by this extremely stinky individual. Very, very smelly, very stinky. The server is safe for another day from her smell. Thank you for joining us here at Channel 42069 Pandalands News for this momentous occasion. And now, back to your scheduled program. So, while I give a little rundown of everything that has happened on the server, I'm going to show you a time-lapse of my new fortress being built. I decided to build this fortress, and to gather all the materials, I dug a hole down to bedrock underneath it. Anyway, after the fire panda was built, there was a bit of a lull in activity for a small while, and then a few new people joined, and Yana and myself started streaming Pandacraft more often. And then after that, all the homies just kind of started showing up again. Side note, if you want to come hang out with us while we're playing on the server live, come drop us a follow over on the Twitch. We tend to play on the server quite a bit over there, and we have a lot of fun doing side activities on the server that you tend to not see on the YouTube videos. And we yap with the whole homies a whole bunch, so, come join us over there. It's fun, I promise. I got in so much trouble for pranking people that someone pranked me and dinner boned my gas, which actually, fun fact, I didn't realize that not everybody nowadays knows about dinner boning. And that makes me feel old. But don't think that's all we got up to. There's a lot more. I built myself a temple to a panda crafting god, expanded on my base and saw some things that were odd, became head of religious practice working for the council, got served for some pranks I made because I'm kind of an asshole. I traded with some pig dudes to get myself a happy gast. We built a nice boat racetrack and had ourselves a blast. There was a quiz or two where the questions were all rigged, and Wasteful joined and built a boat that's really, really big. Streaming from the nether for hours at a time. Did I mention our server might be haunted by Herobrine?
What?
Collecting heads from the undead to get some wither stars, and finding special goats hidden in the world behind bars? All these things were needed to wake up the Pandaverse, who sent us to the ocean to where eyeball fish hurts.
What?
We killed the big boy, spent some time trying really hard to find hearts of the sea, which to get we had to bribe.
Yeah.
Built a farm for guardians to get the prismarine, then we finally had all the things that we need. I think we're all caught up at this point. If you'd like this rhyme, the best thing you could do for me is subscribe.
I didn't actually intend to start this over here. I intended to start this a little bit closer to the fortress that I built, but let's go ahead and start over here. Obviously, one of the first things... I'm just going to try to remember various things that I did not on video, because like I said before, I've been trying to record this video for a long time, and I've been plagued with issues, and I've been plagued with issues, like... stuff gets reset, and then settings get reset, and then audio doesn't work the way you want it to, and then you'll change ideas, and then there's just been a lot of issues overall. Why do these keep opening? Stop. I'm losing it. I'm absolutely losing my mind, bro. That's the thing. I noticed that people on the server, I'm an aggressive prankster on this server. Yana has been setting up mini-games. Yana's been setting up a lot of mini-games, like group activities on the server. And I am a horrible, horrible person. Like, for example, during Christmas, we had these mangrove buttons hidden around the server that you click to get a gift. Or like a point or whatever. And I immediately saw that opportunity and made a bunch of mangrove buttons and traps. How are you in here? How are you in here? How are you here? Yeah, I made a bunch of traps on the server, so some people are angry at me. Anyway, over here, things are pretty much the same as they once were over here. Only difference is I expanded the wall a little bit. It's a little thicker, a little taller. Other than that, this spot is more or less the same as it once was. I feel like I might have showed you the arena. I think that happened. If I didn't, well, you're going to be sad because we're not showing it today either. Over here, I made a little statue area. I made an iron panda head and a creeper head. And the reason everything has a mustache is because I, for no particular reason, decided to go around the server and put mustaches on every single statue on the server. Don't question me. I'm losing my mind. See this right here? This right here? This is an inferior table. We don't use those around here. They're garbage. This is the only crafting table. This is the crafting table. Crafters, inferior. Over here, I'm working on... I want my small handful of villagers to be free range. So I'm building a little custom village over here for my villagers to just wander around and hang out in. I'm not going to lie, when I started working on the fortress and I kind of like hard paused on the progress of this, but don't worry, it's still coming. And then over here, this was actually going to be a focal build point of this video about 1 million years ago. Back before the video suffered 100 different issues and problems. But this right here, the Temple of the Panda. The Temple of the Crafting Panda. And the reason I say Crafting Panda is because I am forming a religion around crafting tables because, listen, memes, okay? You want to know why crafting tables are such a big deal? Come to the stream. Come watch the stream. You'll figure it out. But you might be able to notice that I actually designed this in creative mode off a screenshot of the Temple of Time from Ocarina of Time. Obviously, it's not like exact replica, but it's very heavily inspired by it. Tower, I've collected beacons. I currently have more beacons in my area than I've ever had in Minecraft. I've never had this many beacons before. I have so many beacons. Here's a random tower. And here's my beautiful, beautiful fortress, which I'm not gonna lie, I made this, I just kind of wanted something bigger to work on. I didn't think that was big enough. And I wanted like a proper grand castle, you know what I mean? This is pretty grand. It's not exactly a quote unquote mega build, but it's definitely a big, grander fortress than what I had before. On a little tour of what I plan to do. So right here, storage room. I have all the rooms kind of around inside the side walls. This big central chamber here. And I don't know why this doesn't always render, but there's a beacon here. Also, this beacon, I built this beacon down at bedrock before I even started truly digging the hole. And I centered everything so that I built up, like the beacon never moved. I built everything up to this central point. Which, I don't know, I just think that's kind of interesting. Yeah, grand room, not done being decorated just yet. But we are getting there, We got lots of little bookshelves and these cool little, I figured out these little picture frames. Just to make the pictures pop a little bit more, I've been doing picture frames around them in here. Yeah, just to make them pop a little bit. I think they work, though. Yeah, I think they work. Some little potted plants and stuff. Very nice, very nice. I really like how this is coming. Oh, also the banners. You might remember I did this last season in my throne room with, like, the banners in the throne room, yeah. Okay, so this room, not planned yet. This room, trophy room. Aha, trophy room. This is what we've got so far. As of right now, the trophy room is just heads, because I haven't worked on the decorative bits. Oh, also in each corner of this place, there's so much to explain. There's like a lot of wraparound, and there's like a lot of alternate paths in this place. It's kind of cool. Yeah, storage room, armory and fuel. And smelting. I'm going to, obviously a big thing of coal. I'm going to put a chest with a bunch of coal in it and a little lava generator on this wall, I guess. You know, just so we have access to all the fuels that we need. Roofs are not done yet. If you see any inconsistencies in the building, it's not done yet. There's a lot of like little things that need to be done, like this. Library room, potion room. Another corner room with a stairway up to the tower. The corner towers. The last corner, we got kitchen, and we got dining hall. Same thing. Corner tower, just pathway up. All right, check this up. The pit. This is how I got all the material. 100% of the materials used to build this fortress were dug up right here. And the cool thing about having, in my opinion, the cool thing about having this big pit here is that I have space to like hide. Like if I want to make like an ugly redstone contraption, I can put it down there. You know, don't need to worry about it no more. There's connections to the stairways from down in the corners of some of these rooms. There's also connections to the towers in the walls here. We have arrow slits in the walls. I think these windows are kind of cool. I really like them. But yeah, we have a way up onto the top of the wall, and then we also have a windy pathway up into the towers. boom, floor number 2. All my flags, even the flags here, still waving in the same direction as all the other ones. So boom, up here, I don't actually know what we're putting up here yet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. Oh my god, I was gonna put the bedroom in here. But I put the bed in here. This is actually kind of a cool bed. I just built this. I think it's, oh my god. And then at the very top, there's one more room that, once again, have no idea what I'm actually going to put in here. I'm also potentially going to make another, like, little stairway around the beacon that goes into this room. But I'm not sure yet. I'm not actually sure yet. All right, so listen. The next Pandacraft video will be a little more thought out. This one it's a combination of a lot of unfortunate circumstances, changing ideas, and time all working against me here. So this is, like, hands down, this is definitely going to be the weirdest Pandacraft video. Oh, also really quick, I kind of want to show this off. This is kind of cool. Remember that lake? Remember Lake Mental? That lake that I built? Right here. It's right here. I built the fort right next to the lake. The lake. The coolest thing about this lake is that if you didn't know any better, you would say that no work got put in over in this area. This area is just a natural area. No, it's not. This water level is so much higher than it should be. And that, there used to be a mountain right there. Oh no. Oh no. Do I hear what I think I hear? Oh god. Another news broadcast.
We interrupt this program to bring you shocking news. The horrifying and also stinky criminal Ninja has escaped from PLPD custody. Investigators are currently unsure if she had an accomplice or if this was actually some sort of kidnapping. With guards stationed right outside, a hooded individual used TNT to blow a hole into the cell block and then through the cell itself before splashing a potion of invisibility and escaping into the tunnel with Ninja herself. The only evidence left at the scene was a disturbing letter that points to the perpetrators being followers of the Cult of the Void. It is currently not known if Ninja is a follower herself, or maybe they were just hired to help her escape, but the letter said, "Contract, follower of the Void, get the rebel to us, don't mess up, G." This is a terrifying occurrence and all of us should be worried and on the watch for the foreseeable future. And I now bring you to Dick Captain on the scene with the weather.
It's constantly raining.
This has been the Captain with Pandalands News, channel 42069, signing off and wishing you stay safe, everyone.